Welcome back to Girl Talk. Well, our next guests are passionate about computer technology, but not just that, they are passionate about your computer technology. With us we have today two geeks from Madison Geeks on Odana Road. We have the master geek, Kalal Cunningham, and brought along another geek too. This is Sai. She's the marketing and design geek over there. Is that right?
That's correct.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
So, you've been working on some changes over on Odana Road at your place.
Right.
Give us a little sneak peek of what's going on.
So we're doing a lot. We're expanding drastically, and some of what we're bringing on board right now is enhanced business solutions for our commercial clients. We've also been, expanding our actual talent base, the types of employees that we're bringing on, partners that we're bringing on, to kind of help us with the services that we're providing to our commercial clients as well. And then lastly, we are promoting open source software. And we've talked briefly in different segments about LibreOffice being kind of the free version of what Microsoft Office would be. So open source software, not only free, but it's designed and created by community. It's also other companies are contributing to code, and they're just bringing this software together to make it more robust than some of the professional softwares that are out there. They do make money, as well. It's not free. They go off of donations, and there's again a lot of companies that are contributing because they want to get parts of that free software for their own proprietary software at some point as well. So, promoting that and bringing that to our users, commercial-based or our residential users, has been something that we've been promoting as well.
Wow, you have been busy.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's open source software. Right. So break it down for me, the average computer user, and what does that mean for me as I'm using my computer if I have this?
So we're mostly used to licensing fees. So we get, we have to buy a license of Microsoft Office or buy a license of Adobe Photoshop, and there's these open source programs. One's called GIMP, for example, which is kind of a Photoshop alternative. And then of course we talked about LibreOffice as an alternative of Office. There's tons of these out there. And then there's also operating systems. So we're used to, Apple OS, for our Macs. We're used to Microsoft Windows for our Windows computer. But there's also a Linux as well out there, which some of us are starting to hear a little bit more about. And that's open source. It's free to download, it's free to use. And it's actually brought on by a huge community of people to make that happen for you as well.
I kind of like that idea of the community because you're getting ideas and support, or I don't know, it's contributing from everybody.
It's everybody. It's a contribution. Yep. So it's actually, the software is designed more almost for how you would want it to be at the end of the day, because you have more of a say-so in what goes into the software.
That's so interesting and so nice to have that sort of free option, because it does get expensive. So to have a new option out there, I think is really nice for the general computer user.
Right.
Yeah.
Earlier, before cameras were rolling, we were saying that you have worked with businesses, but now you're enhancing that. You have a new service. Is that right?
Right. So part of that enhancement is bringing on a talent base, and we have our kind of marketing and design geek here, Cyborg Laurie, and I'll have her answer the question about some of those enhancements that we're going through as well.
Sure. Okay.
So Madison Geeks has always done a really good job of serving its business customers, and as time has gone on, they've asked about a lot of other things such as web design and what about social media. And so these are other wonderful geeky areas that we would really like to be able to service for our customers. And so as Kalal brings on more folk, we're able to offer a lot more services at a very high professional level. And so among those expanded services will be strategic web design. So basically that means a website that actually does something for you rather than just being pretty. Another big question that we have a lot is social media. Do I really have to do that as a small business owner? And so we kind of take that bewilderment and help them to feel empowered on how to address that necessity.
That's a huge question though right now, social media. And there's businesses that they know they need to get into it, but they don't really know how to do that. So talk to those folks really quick about that. Do they need to get into social media? How important is it for a business?
If you're a small local business, yes, you have to be involved in social media. And the importance of it is very far-reaching, and the impact that it can have on a business who learns to do it properly can be very substantial. And what's great about social media is it's something that doesn't have to cost a lot. It's basically teach your folk how to do it, and then move forward.
So you guys now are being able to help folks with that. So
Yes.
Madison Geeks, if people have this question though, that's a really important thing to address. People have the question of how do I get involved in social media? Small businesses that just don't know where to start, you can call Madison Geeks and you'll help. That's
That's
awesome.
right.
Gone are the days of the yellow pages.
Yeah.
Well, we are out of time. Thank you so much for coming in. We maybe have to pick this up next time
Of course.
as well.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more Girl Talk.